Hi, everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of our leadership video series, where we talk to forward thinking leaders about what it really takes to build strong, connected teams. Today, I'm super excited to kick things off with our very first guest, Vivek Nigam, leader of the Mentor Machine. Vivek has been leading the way when it comes to remote work, team culture, and people first leadership, and I cannot wait to hear his insights. So let's jump in. What's a leadership lesson you wish more people talked about?
When people become leaders, a lot of times they become leaders because they're good at what they do. And then they grow into being a leader. And then they think that now is the opportunity to make a lot of decisions and be strong and powerful. What they tend to forget about is that leadership is about making other people better. And when you've got your team and you can work with them and really understand them, communicate with them, listen to the things that they're going through, give them the space that they need sometimes, right? Give them an opportunity to grow. When you can make your team better to the point where they don't really need you, that's great leadership. Your job as a manager is to make yourself obsolete.
How has mentorship shaped your career or leadership style?
Every great achievement in the world always has a mentor or a coach. And I love the term mentor because a mentor is someone who sticks with you. And it's not limited to just, hey, let's advance your career. It's about growing you as a person. Every great achievement, no matter who does it, behind that person is a great mentor, is someone who's been guiding them, who's been helping them in the bad times, helping them sharpen their good times, helping them sharpen their skills sometimes. Sometimes it's just about being there when you need them. So I've had a couple of great mentors in my life, and being available for when things happen for that mentor is such a great thing. Now, one of the shortcomings on mentorship that I've seen is that sometimes mentors will be just career focused, right? And just helping you advance your career. They're another person internal in the organization, somebody more senior, somebody who holds a position that you'd like to get to. They can say what their journey is, they can guide you along. That's great. I think it can be much broader. So love to get mentors who just talk to you every week and say, hey, listen, this is a struggle I went through. Let's talk about this. Hey, there's a success I had. Let's celebrate together. And that mentor becomes a good ally, becomes someone who can be a friend.
What small, lasting actions help your team stay connected and collaborative, especially in a hybrid or remote setup?
This is what our company is all about. We've built a platform that helps people get to know each other, helps people to stay engaged. There's communication tools, but really it's about having enough avenues of communication so that you can continue to communicate. That's fundamental. But I think we have that in multiple different techniques. You got Zoom, you got Teams, you got all these chat and WhatsApp. And what we want to be able to do is spend the time to understand each other, understand what drives us, understand what's important to us. What do you do in your free time? What are other things that are happening? Is there a certain time of the day that you like to spend with your family and that's important to you? And having that communication doesn't come by accident. You have to talk to each other. And with our product, we do some different engagements, like talking about slideshows or talking about TV shows, and really getting to know each other. Great conversations come out of it, and you have some great laughs, right? Because inevitably, you'll come across something that says, "Well, that doesn't make any sense to me," and then you'll talk about it, and then really start to understand each other. It's very important for teams to, especially remote teams, to get to know each other. And what's interesting on our team, very few of us have ever been in person together, right? But I feel like I know people so well. I feel like I know everybody so well, and we talk all the time. So that whole getting to know each other, understanding each other, really understanding what drives each other at a deeper level is really important. And especially in remote teams where you don't have a chance to just, hey, let's go grab a cup of coffee and let's talk for a while and learn more about each other. It takes a little bit of planning, it takes a little bit of effort, but these are very important things.
What's one mistake leaders often make when trying to build culture?
The biggest thing, they ignore it. They think everything's better, or it's, I've laid all this stuff down and people just aren't listening, right? We hear that all the time. If people aren't listening, there's more than just they didn't hear you. They heard you, but they're not valuing it. You may be saying the right things. Are you saying it the right way? Are you communicating it enough? Are you talking to the right people? Are the people listening in the right way? You need to reinforce the message. You need to be human. You need to be make sure that they understand we're in this together so that it really embodies that message. But I see it all the time. We're very powerful leaders, people who've been very successful in their careers, but the organization just doesn't have, they just don't feel and embody the mission. And a lot of that has to do with they hear it and then they've got their daily tasks to do, and there's a disjoint between the two. You need to communicate more and more. You need to talk to them more and more. You need to be aware of when people are listening, when they're not. You need to be watching and saying, is this culture really taking hold? So yeah, to me that's the biggest thing I see all the time is that most leaders, very powerful people, but they just are not aware enough to understand what's happening in the culture.
Okay, last one. And I feel like this one is the perfect question for you to answer. If you could wave a magic wand and instantly improve one thing about how companies treat people, what would it be?
I'll talk about sense of belonging. This is all about making people feel like this is important. This is a sense, this is where they belong. They feel like this is something, when they're here at work, this is really where they want to be, right? So you need to work hard at getting there. Getting people to feel a sense of belonging is a powerful thing. And once they feel that, and let's talk about some aspects about how they feel that. They feel it because they feel like they know you know each other. You've become friendly, right? So you've become but you feel that people genuinely care about other people. And even people who are very introverted, they will know when people care about who they are. And that's a very powerful human emotion. So building that sense of belonging to me is the number one thing. And that starts with understanding people, people, caring about what drives them. And it's not just manager to employee, it's people to people, right? It's teammate to teammate. So you need to really embody that to get there.